My success in land did not come from the golf course, right? About 3 years later in 2009, rode the wave up, market crashed. I lost everything, went into tailspin, almost went into bankruptcy. Horror stories. I lost my own house to short sale foreclosures while my wife was like 8 months pregnant. We had to move and it was just horrible. It was bad. My back was against the wall. I needed to make money.
Imagine waking up one day and realizing everything's gone. No money, no safety net, just you, your dream, and one decision. Give up or fight your way back. That's exactly what Joe McCall faced, and instead of staying down, he turned his lowest point into a land investing empire. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Only Land Fan Show. I'm Kendall Lejeune, and in today's deep dive episode, we're breaking down our episode with Joe McCall, a land investing pro who's coached thousands and built a business by keeping it ridiculously simple. In this episode, we're breaking down his exact system, how he finds deals, makes offers, and scales without all the usual real estate headaches. If you're looking for a proven way to make land investing work, you're in the right place.
So I was what I call a professional student for 3 years, right? I bought course after course after course. And I always thought there was some shiny object bullet, that secret list, something that I just needed to buy one more course and I could get it. And then I was spending way more money on my education than I was making. So I finally decided I'm going to buy one more course and I'm just going to do what this guy says to do. And I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to do what he says to do. And it was a guy named Chris Chico. He had a course called Absentee Owner Profits at the time. And it was about wholesaling houses. And so I bought it and I just did what he said to do. And I didn't change anything. And I didn't like it, but I didn't question it. I stopped trying to have all of my I's dotted and T's crossed. And I decided I'm going to stop trying to figure out steps 7 and 8 when I haven't even done steps 1 and 2 yet. So I just did what this guy said to do. And I didn't like it. Again, I thought everybody's mailing to that list. Everybody's sending that postcard. And this was in 2008 and 9. And it was, people complain that the market, real estate is competitive now. But it was competitive back then. It always is competitive. And if it's too hard to find sellers, it's too hard to find buyers. If it's not too hard to find sellers, it's too hard to find buyers, and vice versa. So anyway, I said, I'm going to stop making excuses. I'm just going to start taking massive, imperfect action. And I started doing that, and I started doing deals. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was wholesaling houses, and my first deal, I made every mistake possible, but I still made like 13 grand on it. So I thought, okay, this is cool. I think this works. What a shock. I could not believe that now I had a check, and I was that guy, because again, I'm a professional student. I went to all the boot camps, watched all the webinars, and I saw all these gurus putting checks, pictures of people holding checks. And I thought, I want to be like that someday. So finally, I became like that guy. I had that check.
One of the biggest mistakes investors make is overthinking. They get so caught up in planning every possible scenario that they never actually take action. But Joe, he flipped the script. Instead of stressing about steps 7 and 8, he focused on steps 1 and 2. And that's when he started closing deals. Here's the key takeaway. Execution beats hesitation every single time. Joe didn't wait until he had the perfect system. He just took action, made mistakes, adjusted, and kept going. Let's break down what made this work. He focused on the first step. Most people waste months trying to build the perfect process before making a single offer. But Joe made the offer first, got feedback, and improved from there. He kept it simple. No complicated pitch, no fancy software, just a straightforward script and consistent follow-up. He learned by doing. Instead of watching endless YouTube videos or buying another course, he put offers out there and refined his approach in real time. So here's the real question. Have you made any offers yet? If not, today's the day. Stop planning and start taking action.
I send them an email, I send them a text, and then I send the same offer every 30 days until they tell me to jump off a cliff, or they've already sold it, or they'll sell it to me. Now, if we don't talk to them, we're averaging about 1 out of every 25 to 30 offers that we send to get accepted. So it's a numbers game. And if you don't like talking to sellers, if English is a second language, if you're working and you don't have the time, you're exhausted by the time you get home, you don't have to talk to sellers. But what we do a lot of is we send text messages, We send emails, we send voicemails. So we do a lot of follow-up. We send them an offer. And so you will do more deals when you talk to sellers, but you don't have to. It's just you're going to have to make more offers.
This right here is why Joe closes more deals than most investors. His follow-up game is relentless. A lot of people send one offer, hear nothing back, and assume the deal is dead. But the truth, the deal isn't dead. It's just not ready yet. Timing is everything, and Joe's system makes sure he's the first call when the seller finally decides to sell. Here's how it works. He sends an offer, then follows up every 30 days. This keeps his name fresh in the seller's mind so that when they're ready, he's the go-to buyer. He removes emotion, no second guessing or wondering when to follow up. It's all automated. He plays the long game. Most deals happen after multiple touch points, and his system guarantees he never misses an opportunity. The bottom line is if you're not following up, you are missing out, period. If you're loving this, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. What's your biggest takeaway so far?
And you're not going to get any yeses unless you start making offers. So it's like, if you know your numbers, if it's 1 out of every 30 offers that get accepted, then why haven't you made 60 offers yet? And then when you've got a lot of leads coming in, or like the things I just showed you, you could have a VA do almost all of it. Get a VA to go to Redfin and look for these properties and put them into a Google sheet and send the emails for you, or get the information for you. And then you just tell them, okay, offer this, offer this, offer this. And then the VA puts the letter together and sends it out, and then triggers the follow-up, and then does the follow-up every 30 days or whatever. So you don't have any excuses. When you're making a lot of offers like that, and you're on the phone with a seller that's giving you a hard time, or it's a marginal deal, you're like, you know what? That's cool. I don't need this deal. I'd love to buy it, but I don't need it. I've got $100,000 burning a hole in my pocket. I'm looking for a vacant lot to buy. And if you don't want to sell yours, that's fine. I got 5 other people that are waiting for me to call them right now. So it doesn't sound like it's going to work for you. Are you telling me we're done? I'm talking to the seller. Are you telling me
Sure.
we're done? So I'm not chasing them. I'm getting them to chase me. So now I'm framing it to where they have to tell me, why would I want to buy their property? And that changes the whole game. Now my conversation is just asking questions. Why should I buy your property and not this other one down the street? Why should I spend 25 grand on your property when I can buy a similar one?
This is where so many investors go wrong. They think sellers only care about price, so they waste time haggling. But here's the truth. Sellers care about convenience, speed, and certainty just as much as they do about money. Joe understands that, which is why he doesn't negotiate. He simply presents himself as the easiest solution. Think about the last big decision you made. Did you always choose the cheapest option? Or did you pick the one that made your life easier? That's exactly how sellers think. When Joe makes an offer, he's not just offering cash, he's offering peace of mind, a hassle-free process, and a guaranteed close. And that's why he wins deals without having to chase or beg. Here's the mindset shift you need. Stop thinking like an investor. Start thinking like a seller. What problem can you solve for them? Nail that, and deals will start closing themselves.
Every deal is going to be something that comes up. Oh, what do I do here? This is different. Or every deal is different. You're going to have title issues. You're going to have whatever. But so it's like, you've got to just have that dogged determination that nothing's going to stop you. And you're going to make 3 offers a day. So everybody here should have a scorecard, and you should be tracking how many offers that you've made in the last week.
Making offers is one thing, but tracking them is where the real optimization happens. Way too many investors focus only on how many offers they send without stopping to analyze what's working and what's not. Joe takes a data-driven approach. He's not just guessing. He's refining his strategy based on real numbers. Think about it. If you're sending out 100 offers and only getting 1 response, wouldn't you want to know why? Are your offers too low? Are you targeting the wrong sellers? Joe isn't just throwing offers into the void. He's constantly looking at the feedback and adjusting. That's how he turns a low success rate into a predictable, scalable system. Here's where that really makes a difference. If you track your offers, you can start identifying trends. Maybe sellers in a certain county respond better to slightly higher offers. Maybe certain types of properties get more traction than others. Without tracking, you're flying blind. But with the right data, you can refine your pricing, improve your response rates, and ultimately close more deals with less effort. And the best part is this isn't complicated. Joe isn't using some ultra advanced AI system. He's just keeping simple records. How many offers he sends, what percentage gets responses, and what changes lead to better results. You can do this with a basic spreadsheet. If you start tracking today, within a few months, you'll have enough data to start making smarter, more profitable decisions. Are you tracking your offers? If not, start today. Set up a simple system, record every offer you send, and note what happens. This one habit alone could completely change your success rate in land investing. All right, let's zoom out for a second and look at the biggest takeaways from today's breakdown. What made Joe so successful? He didn't wait until he had everything figured out. He just took action. A lot of people get stuck overanalyzing, waiting for the perfect plan, but Joe jumped in, started making offers, and figured things out along the way. That momentum gave him clarity, and that's something anyone can apply today. He also set up a system to keep his name in front of sellers. Instead of chasing one-off deals, he stayed consistent, automating his offer process so he was always there when a seller was finally ready. That wasn't luck, it was strategy. Another key piece, he didn't try to convince people to sell. Instead of pushing, he focused on why sellers wanted to sell and made himself the easiest solution. When you stop worrying about squeezing every last dollar out of a deal and start thinking about what actually motivates sellers, deals start closing effortlessly. And he wasn't just sending offers, he was tracking them. Instead of guessing what worked, he looked at the data, adjusted, and kept improving. A lot of investors fly blind, but when you track your numbers, land investing becomes predictable instead of a gamble. At the end of the day, success in land investing isn't about luck. It's about having a system, staying consistent, and understanding what really makes sellers say yes. Joe's system is a complete shift in how land investors approach deals. Instead of playing a guessing game, he's following a proven process that eliminates uncertainty and keeps the deal flow consistent. Whether you're just starting out or you've been in the game for a while, the key takeaway is simple. Take action, follow up relentlessly, and always be refining your approach. The investors who move the fastest and adjust the smartest always come out ahead. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. If you want to hear the full, unedited conversation with Joe McCall, head over to our YouTube channel now. We dive even deeper into his exact workflows, his deal breakdowns, and the strategies that keep him ahead in the market. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Hit that bell icon to stay updated. Until next time, keep improving your land business, stay consistent, and we'll catch you in the next one. Hey land fans, tired of sellers ghosting faster than your ex? Get ready. Our friend Ajay Sharma has created the ultimate program to transform your acquisition game. Land Closers Academy brings you weekly call reviews, a powerhouse community, and the proven system for turning leads into signed contracts. And check this out. Sign up now at olfclosers.com and you'll get my personal call review template that's crushing it with both my team and my coaching clients. This is the exact system we use to level up acquisition managers and consistently grow their closing skills. It's a game changer for managing your team. Ready to close more deals? Head to olfclosers.com and let's get you crushing it. Because the only thing getting ghosted should be your old closing rate.